For more on this story, let's cross to our correspondent, Linda Tamim in Beirut. Linda, what else can you tell us about the politicians indicted and how this came about?
Well, this is definitely a big development in the case, knowing that these are the most senior officials ever to be indicted in the case. We know that Judge Fadi Sawan, who's in charge of the probe, recently sent a letter to Parliament asking lawmakers to investigate those outgoing and former ministers over suspicions that they may have known about the presence of the ammonium nitrate at the port and may have mishandled the situation and not acted upon it. But with Parliament not responding to Sawan's request, obviously he pressed charges against those ministers, namely, as you mentioned, caretaker PM Hassan Diab, and also two ministers who were the targets of U.S. sanctions. Not exactly sure if this indictment has anything to do with the U.S. sanctions, but I just thought this was worth mentioning.
Now, it's been over 4 months since this horrible explosion happened, and the public's been really hungry for some sort of development, some sort of news. What do you think the reaction is likely to be to these indictments?
Well, caretaker PM Hassan Diab, as you just probably mentioned, is saying that he is surprised. And to a lot of people, more senior ranking officials knew about the presence of the ammonium nitrate and did not act upon it. And in that sense, lower ranking officials so far have been charged and have been indicted as well, have been questioned. But what about those higher ranking officials who, to the eyes of the Lebanese people, are a lot more responsible and should definitely be held accountable? A probe that was just supposed to last extended to 4.5 months and still remains inconclusive.
France 24's Linda Tamim in Beirut. Thank you for that update.